if a deal is struck within 90 days, and if it is a deal deemed successful by the Trump administration, remember what I just said about AOC, Jasmine Crockett, Bernie Sanders, etc.? Toast. Democrats will lose the midterms. If Trump finds a way to win this tariff war, and make no mistake, this is where the war was. All of this stuff where he's throwing tariffs at everybody else, that was smokescreen. The target was China.
The Trump economic plan is 3 pieces: trade, tax, and deregulation. Trade has been implemented first, and that process is occurring. We believe that the tax portion is going very well. Speaker Johnson, Leader Thune, who I am in constant contact with, believe that midsummer we will pass, as the president likes to call it, his one big beautiful bill, and we believe that that will provide substantial relief for American households.
When some of our colleagues try to throw up roadblocks to our reconciliation bill, in effect what they're saying is they want to raise taxes on the American people by $4.3 trillion.
That was Senator John Kennedy on What's at Stake. You also heard from Stephen A. Smith, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. This is about Trump's big, beautiful bill. This is about a big, beautiful boom. We're talking 3 key House committees, Energy, Ways and Means, and Agriculture, met today to move forward on it. They're aiming to have it to a floor vote by next week. Trump tax cuts to be made permanent. No taxes on tips, Social Security and overtime, and much more. Let's bring in, from House Homeland Security, Florida Congressman Carlos Gimenez. Congressman, it's good to see you again. So what is the status of this now? Is it going to happen? Or do you think the tax cuts will pass and we're going to get a Trump boom by next year?
Yeah, we have to. Failure is not an option. I've said it for all along, and I know that we have some disagreements around the edges in our conference. We're going to smooth them out, and we're going to pass this bill, and we're going to send it to the Senate, and then they're going to pass the bill, and then we're going to send it to the president for him to sign. But it's all going to happen. Trust me, it's going to happen. It's
going to happen. Okay, but you know, Democrats, the media, even J.P. Morgan Chase kept telling us Trump was bringing in a U.S. recession, higher inflation. But what do you make of J.P. Morgan? It just dropped its recession prediction, and April's inflation came in lower, below expectations. Congressman, for the 3rd straight month, trending at 2.3%. That's the lowest in 4 years. Grocery prices, largest decline in nearly 5 years. Gas prices down for the 3rd month in a row. Egg prices down by double digits. So he's really setting the stage for a real rocket ship up in the economy. Do you think that's going to happen?
Yeah, I believe it will. Look, and when you don't have any taxes on Social Security or any taxes on overtime and taxes on tips, that actually puts more money into the economy and gets us going. Plus all these unprecedented levels of investment back in America, which again adds more jobs, more manufacturing jobs that we need for our own security. I think that's all good news, and I think that what he did with China, look, you know, Mr. Smith was right. The target all along was China. And China lies, cheats, steals, and the gig is up. And they got a new president in town that's, and a new sheriff in town that's it's going to set trade the right way, not only for the United States but around the world. So I think it's good news all the way around.
There's an interesting idea. You know, the fight about paying for it. There's a lot of debate about whether the CBO really does a good job scoring it and whether what their numbers are credible. What about David McIntosh's idea? He's with the Club for Growth. He says you want to pay for the Trump tax cuts, just get rid of and repeal the trillions of dollars that Biden was spending on climate change. Because, you know, if nothing happens, $4.5 trillion Democrat tax hike landing squarely on working families, the average taxpayer could see their taxes go up 22%. Then 26 million small businesses are going to see at least a 43% tax top rate. So they really can't let that happen, right? Because that would be the recession.
That's correct. And so, you know, the Trump tax cuts of 2017, they must pass. We're not going to be the Congress. We're not going to be the party that's going to have the largest tax increase in American history. It's just not going to happen. And by the way, I love the idea of rescinding all of that stuff that Joe Biden did. Unfortunately, we're trying to get it back as much as possible, but he kept shoveling that stuff out, you know, by the barrelful before his term ended. So we're going to get as much as we can, but some of that stuff was already down the road.
Congressman Gimenez, a pleasure having you on. It's good to see you again.